Hello, grade 4. How are you doing? Enjoying the online classes? Probably not, but what can we do? Hopefully the school will start again offline next week and you would enjoy the company of your friends and teachers at school. But for now, we are stuck home. Today, I want to try reading a new book together with you. I hope you don't mind. It's called Dragonsitter. If you know what babysitter is, you can figure out what Dragonsitter means too. Have you ever heard the word babysitter? Well, this is kind of like that, but instead of a baby, we've got a dragon. Dragonsitter. Well, let's read to find out what it's all about. Begin reading, table of contents, and so on and so forth. There's a picture of a boy sitting at his computer having Zoom classes, right? Well, let's move on. Here we go. From Edward Smith Pickle, writing an email or a message to Morton Pickle. Date Sunday, July 31st. Subject urgent. Attachments the dragon. Dear Uncle Morton, you'd better get on a plane right now and come back here. Your dragon has eaten Jemima. And who is Jemima? I do not know, but let's read to find out. Emily loved that rabbit. Ooh, it's the rabbit's name. And apparently, a dragon ate a rabbit. I know what you're thinking, Uncle Morton. We promised to look after your dragon for a whole week. I know we did, but you never said he would be like this. Emily's in her bedroom now, crying so loudly the whole street must be able to hear. Your dragon's sitting on the sofa, licking his claws, looking very pleased with himself. Now, I read first, you listen to me, then pause the video and read by yourself. First, pause, read this page, then pause and read this page, okay? You should always read on your own after you listen to me. That's how you improve your reading skills. Let's move on and see what happens. There is the dragon. Wow, look at that. It's not easy to be a dragon sitter, I'm telling you. If you don't come and collect him, the email continues, Mom is going to phone the zoo. She says she doesn't know what else to do. I don't want the dragon to live behind bars. I bet you don't either, but I can't stop Mom. So please come and get him. I'd better go now. I can smell burning. Eddie. Eddie is the person who wrote this email to his uncle. Apparently his uncle left a dragon, a real life dragon, for him to babysit while he's gone. And now there are lots of different things happen all around the house with that dragon. Pause the video and read this page too, okay? Every page that I read, you should pause and read. What's happening next? From Edward Smith Pickle, that's his name, Eddie or Edward, to Morton Pickle, his uncle. Date, Sunday, July 31st. Subject, your dragon. Attachments, the picture of poopy shoes. What poopy shoes? Let's read to find out. Dear Uncle Morton, I'm sorry for getting so angry when I wrote to you earlier, but your dragon is really irritating. Irritating makes him kind of frustrated or angry a little bit. Why? What happened? I hope you haven't changed your flight. If you have, you can change it back again. I persuaded Mom to give your dragon another chance. So Mom is not going to take him to the zoo, but give him another chance. Luckily, she didn't see him chasing Mrs. Kapelski's cats out of the yard. They're neighbors. Name is Mrs. Kapelski. Uncle M, that's what he calls him, I wish you told us a bit more about your dragon. You just handed him over and said he'd be fine and got back in your taxi to go to the airport. You didn't even tell us his name, and some instructions would have been helpful. Mom and I don't know anything about dragons. Emily, must be his sister, right? Says she does, but she's lying. She's only 5 and she doesn't know anything about anything. For instance, what does he eat? We looked for help on the internet, but there was nothing useful. One website said dragons eat only coal. Another said they prefer damsels in distress, like princess. They kidnap princesses and eat them, damsels in distress. Make sure you pause and read every page, okay? After I finish reading, pause, go back and read. When I told Mom, she said, Then I'd better look out, hadn't I? Because she thinks he would eat her. Is his mom a princess? Maybe she's a princess. But your dragon doesn't seem so fussy. He eats just about anything. Rabbits, of course, and cold spaghetti and sardines. Sardines are kind of fish. And baked beans and olives and apples and whatever else we offer him. Mom went to the supermarket yesterday, but she has to go again today. Usually, one trip lasts us a whole week, so the dragon eats really a lot. Also, you could have warned us about his poop. It smells awful, very bad. Mom says even little puppies are trained to go outside, and this dragon looks quite old. So why is he pooping on the carpet in her bedroom? Why? Oh, why? Pause the video and read this page, please. And that's poop. Piles of poop. Pretty big ones too, right? Because he's a big dragon. But I can see why you like him. When he's being sweet, he really is very sweet. He has a nice expression, doesn't he? And I like the funny snoring noise he makes when he's asleep. Are you having a good time at the beach? Is the sun shining? Are you swimming a lot? It's raining here. Love from your favorite nephew, Eddie. PS. PS is a message that you add at the very, very end if you want to say something else. Postscriptum, that's what it means. P is for post, S is for scriptum, postscript. The smell of burning was the curtains. I put out the fire with a saucepan full of water. Luckily, they had dried by the time Mom saw them. The next day, something else happened. Another incident with the dragon. From Edward Smith Pickle, make sure that you pause the video and read every page. To Morton Pickle. Date, Monday, August 1st. Subject, the fridge, refrigerator. Attachments, the hole. There's a hole in the fridge now? Dear Uncle Morton, I wish I could say things were better with the dragon today, but actually they're worse. This morning, we came downstairs for breakfast and found he'd made a hole in the door of the fridge. I don't know why he couldn't just open it like everyone else. He drank all the milk and ate yesterday's leftover mac and cheese, macaroni and cheese. Short is mac and cheese. Why did he? Look at that. There's a hole in the refrigerator. He made a hole with his claws and ate the food. Mom was furious, very angry. I had to beg her and beg her and beg her to give him one more chance. I've already given him one last chance, she said. Why should I give him another? I promised to help clean up any more of his messes. I think that was what changed her mind. I'm hoping he'll go in the yard from now on. To the bathroom, the washroom, the pooping part. Mom is keeping a tab for you. So far, you owe us 2 weeks of groceries and the new fridge. She says she'll charge you for the carpet too if she can't get the stains out. I sent you 2 emails yesterday. Didn't you get either of them? Eddie. There are no responses from the uncle. Eddie writes emails every day, but uncle does not respond. Why is that? Now make sure that you read. Let's go to the next email letter. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle, date Monday, August 1st. Subject, your dragon again. Attachments, poop, close up. Do you want to look at a picture of poop close up? Very close to your eyes. You might have to change your flights after all, Uncle Am. Your dragons pooped in the house again. This time he couldn't get into Mom's room because she's been keeping her door shut, so he left it on the landing right outside. I scrubbed it with bleach, but there's still a stain on the carpet. I just hope Mom won't see it. If she does, she'll call the zoo right away. I know she will. E. E is short for Edward or Eddie. And that's the picture of poop close up. Beautiful, isn't it? Well, he doesn't look happy anymore. Look at that. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date Tuesday, August 2nd. Subject tethers. Who are tethers and what do they tether? Attachments. Me putting out fire. He's putting out fire. Dear Uncle Morton, what's a tether? What is a tether? I don't know, and Mom won't tell me. Let's take a look. But she is at the end of hers. She's at the end of hers means she doesn't have any more patience. She's at the end of her tethers. That's what she says anyway. She doesn't have any more patience. She cannot take care of the dragon. She's about to go crazy with that dragon. That's what she means. It was the curtains that did it. Mom saw them last night. She was furious, but I managed to calm her down. I said I'd pay for new ones out of my allowance, the pocket money that his mother gives him. He said that he would use it to buy new curtains. And there's a picture of curtains on fire. Poor Eddie. Poor Eddie and poor Mom. I don't actually have any money saved from my allowance, but I promised to start saving immediately. How about you? Do you save money that your parents give you? Or do you use them right away to buy sweets? Let's take a look. Also, I pointed out that the hole in the curtains was really quite small. Mom gave a big sigh and shrugged her shoulders. She stood on a chair and turned the curtains around so you could hardly see the hole, not unless you were looking for it anyway. And why would anyone get down on the floor and search for holes at the edge of the curtain? Then, this morning, the dragon breathed all over them again. They breathed fire. Dragons breathe fire. And that's what he did. It was really quite dramatic. The whole room filled with smoke, while I was running back and forth with a pot full of water. 6 times he had to pour water on the curtains. Your dragon just sat on the sofa. I wasn't expecting an apology, but he could at least have looked embarrassed of what he did, but he just looked, see, not very interested in what's happening there with the curtain and everything. Also, he knows he's not allowed on the sofa, but he's on it anyway. Is he growing bigger? He looks big, doesn't he? Much bigger than he was in the beginning of the book. This is my 5th email to you. Wow, he wrote 5 times already. My 5th email to you, Uncle M, and you haven't replied to one of them. I know you're on vacation, but even so, could you reply ASAP? ASAP means as soon as possible. You use the first letter of each word, as soon as possible, ASAP. Please reply ASAP. Even if you can't come and collect your dragon, some tips on looking after him would be very much appreciated. Eddie. P.S. If you don't know what ASAP means, it means as soon as possible. Hey, I just told you that. It means as soon as possible. PPS, postscriptum. Your tab so far means the money that you owe to my mother, tab. 3 loads of groceries, 2 curtains, 1 fridge, 1 rabbit, 1 new carpet. Mom saw the stain. Ouch. Let's go to the next. Let's read one more letter, okay? From Eddie to his uncle. He's not happy. He looks angrier and angrier with every letter that he writes. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date, Tuesday, August the 2nd. Subject, where are you? Attachments, Mom on the rampage. Oh, Mom, poor Mom. Mom is really angry. Dear Uncle Morton, Mom called your hotel. They said you never arrived. They said you canceled your reservation and they gave your room to someone else. So, where are you? Mom says you've been lying to us. She says you've always told lies, even when you were a boy, and she was stupid to think you might have changed. I didn't know what to say, Uncle Morton. I was sure you hadn't lied to us. I don't believe you're a liar, but if you're not staying in the Hotel Splendid, why did you give us that number? Where are you staying? I told mom anything might have happened. Maybe you banged your head and you don't know who you are anymore. Maybe you're in the hospital covered in bandages and no one knows who to call. Maybe you've been kidnapped. You're always talking about your enemies. Do you need us to pay a ransom? Ransom is what the kidnappers ask for, the money. If you pay us the money, pay us the ransom, we would let that person free and you will get them back. I hope not, because your tab, ooh, that's the tab. Your tab with mom is already long enough. That's how much money he owes them already because of everything that Dragon broke or ate. Mom doesn't think you've been kidnapped or bumped your head. She says you're just a selfish pig and always have been. And once you've collected your dragon, she never wants to see you again. I'm sure she didn't mean it, Uncle M. Little sisters are always saying stuff like that. Emily does too. The next day, she's forgotten what she even said. Mom's probably just like that too. But even so, I think you should call her ASAP as soon as possible. Eddie. Let's stop here today and we will continue with the next chapter, the next part of the book next time, okay? Now make sure that you yourself read every page. Don't just listen to me read, pause the video and read by yourself on every page. It's important that you always do your best. That's how you improve your English and your reading skills. Today, a reader, tomorrow, a leader. And that's what they say because it's true. So let's read as hard as we can always. All right. And God bless you. Stay safe. Hope to see you next week at school. Goodbye.